Hi, this is Kerry Artak with Wicked Stocks, bringing you the daily Tesla report for Tuesday, September 12th, 2023. Before I click through all the charts, as usual, just want to encourage you to please click like if you haven't already. Subscribe to the Wicked Stocks YouTube channel. Please share the content, if you would, with friends and colleagues. And check out wickedstocks.com, where we offer a full suite of both daily and weekly analytical videos, just like the Tesla report. Daily analysis in the SPY, that is the S&P 500 ETF, the Triple Q, that is the NASDAQ 100 ETF, the S&P 500 index on a weekly basis, the NASDAQ 100 index on a weekly basis, the long bond ETF, that is the TLT, on a weekly basis. And twice a week, we put out two individual stock picks that you never see on YouTube that cater to the 3 to 5 week swing trader out to the 3 to 5 month near-term investor. We're always looking for a 20% move on those underlying stocks twice a week, 8 times a month. You never see them on YouTube. There's a lot to see right now. You should check it out at wickedstocks.com. We offer a 5-day free trial up front. So if you sign up, you've got 5 days to check everything out. And if you don't like what you see, you can cancel your subscription at no cost to you whatsoever. So let's jump to the chart. Start with the big picture, work our way into the day itself. Just a reminder that almost 2 months ago, actually it was about 2 months ago, we topped off at this targeted channel top that is now at 312.45, following the testing of this channel top, mentioning how its channel bottom that is presently at 226.54 should be considered reachable within 1 to 2 months. And about 6 weeks later, we did test the channel bottom. Now, I will mention, and this is with the construction of channel structures, whether it's a 30-minute chart or a weekly chart like this, the channel top is constructed based on the lows from January and I believe in May, whereas the channel bottom is constructed from the highs. That was this pullback high in February, this high I believe in July against the intermediate May low. So it's a different set of points by a degree, and the only reason I'm mentioning it is because while I'm mentioning 312.45 as a likely 2 to 3 month target over the last month now, month and a week following the testing 5 weeks ago of 226.54. Yes, 312.45 is likely over the next 2 to 3 months above 226.54. You should also chalk in to, 329.29, which is a channel top based on a different set of points. So you could call it a range that begins at 312.45, or you could just say that primary long-term resistance right now as we move through the rest of the year is 329.29. I think as we approach 312.45, and in fact, I've already reduced it to a weekly resistance area only. I will be hinging, if you will, on 329.29 as our secondary long-term buy signal through the rest of the year if we were to close above it sooner than later, and I don't see it for the next month or so, but if so, would then result in an accelerated rally to that 414.49 all-time high from November of 21 within probably 2 to 3 months of doing so, but we're not there yet. I'm just kind of painting the big picture for you. Now, I mentioned a moment ago, and you can actually see it right here, and I'll just rephrase it, that holding above the 226.54 channel bottom that we tested 5 weeks ago will maintain 329.29 as a 2 to 3 month target. We're a full month into it right now, so over the next couple of months, I do think 329.29 is in reach. And based on Monday's activity, gapping and closing clearly above this band of resistance, now support at 249.15 primarily, the descending 2/3 speed line, will keep 312.45 in reach over the next 2 to 3 weeks, and that 329 level is up here. That is potentially in reach by the end of October. So we'll be watching this on a daily basis. Now, we did clear one hurdle, and that was 249.15, and that was a bit of a frustration because we stretched through it on an intraday basis. We even closed above it earlier last week, and we fell back. We closed above it by a degree, not a substantial degree, and so we were using the red line, the trend line, as our upward pivot point, sort of our sign of confirmation for bullish continuation. But you're well aware, if you've been watching the Tesla report for the last week, week or so that there is this rising channel top. So it really is a two-stage buy signal. The first we cleared on Monday by closing clearly above the 249.15 descending two-thirds speed line. Our next quick target that I was saying within a couple of weeks is almost reached now within a couple of days. 279.53 is a 3-4 week rising channel top that can contain weekly buying pressures. You can see it right here. And from here, we can fall back into the 240s, possibly over the next 3 to 5 days, given the heightened volatility. But if we do close above 279.53 today, I think by the end of next week, 312.45, and yes, over the next 2 to 3 weeks, if we close today above 279.53, that 329, where are you? 329, no, that's not it. Sorry, just rifling through these charts. 329.29, 2 to 3 month target, expected within 3 to 5 weeks of closing today above 279.53. So, you know, there was a buy opportunity at the channel bottom a month ago at 226.54 where you could reach for 310 or 320 out of the money calls I'd mentioned that don't expire for at least 6 months. I hope you're still long those if you did act on that at that time. We did have a buy signal on Monday closing above 249.15, but you know, volatility is high. Those out of the money calls are pumped up right now in premium. We're almost testing 279.53. So I do think your next buy opportunity in the immediate vicinity would be a settlement today above 279.53. And then, as I say, quite possibly by the end of next week, 312.45, and over the next 3 to 5 weeks, this 329.29 rising channel top, able to contain buying on a monthly basis, possibly through the rest of the year. And from there, we could fall back to channel support in the 220s and climbing. We could fill this formation out for months to come. Let's talk downside today. I'm going to jump back to this chart. 279.53 is our day resistance. And assuming we open below it and that it holds for the day, and it can, 279.53 is a good day trade resistance for day traders. It's a good 3 to 5 day swing trader. 3 to 5 day swing trade resistance for swing traders, because we can test, as I say, 279.53, and from 279.53, this formation, we can fall back to new channel support that is presently at 245.14. And so, yes, we have that descending two-thirds speed line, and I'm ignoring it for now in favor of this band of channel support, the base of which is 245.14. So that is really, I think this is your 3 to 5 day swing trade right here. Selling 279.53 ever so cautiously. You really do need to be an aggressive swing trader for that. Just keep in mind that if you do sell 279.53 and we push through it, this 289.52 level is in reach by the closing bell. And if we close today above 279.53, don't be short this market if your time horizon is anywhere from 3 to 5 days to 3 to 5 weeks, because I see nothing but bullish continuation up to, once again, that 329.29 channel top over the next 3 to 5 weeks. And so, in fact, you know, if we do close today above 279.53, that is another signal to go long, stay long as we move into October trade. Until then, it is a decent area to sell for the day, for the next 3 to 5 days. I don't think for the next 2 to 3 weeks with heightened volatility. Once we test 279.53, we can within 3 to 5 days fall back to 245.14 and rising daily. That is the same channel bottom, a different variation of setup points, but it is our base of support that, if tested over the next 3 to 5 days, can absorb selling through next week. And from there, we can rally back to the 279.53 formation within a week or so of doing so. So we could hold inside here. Right now, I would say through next week, 279.53 and rising ceiling, 245.14 and rising floor of support. Now, excuse me. If we ease back, now today's high was 274.85. If we ease back, we have overnight weakness in the futures, and let's say we open several points lower, I just want you to know that this rising 1/3 speed line today at 256.82 is solid day support, able to contain session weakness. 266.08, by the way, is a Fibonacci level that actually is Fibonacci based on the July high against the August low. We took it right out today, but it did have some play on an intraday basis. If you look at a 5-minute chart, you'll see there was decent play around 266.08. So it may well contain intraday weakness, above which above which 279.53 in reach today. If we break 266.08 today, then I show 256.82 as an intraday objective, able to contain session weakness. If we close today below 256.82, expect the 245.14 channel bottom tomorrow, where we can place a weekly low. And once again, that's bottom picking territory for the next 3 to 5 days, possibly the next several weeks, because we can round back up from there up to 279.53 and higher as we move into next week and into early October. Now, if, and it's not going to happen today, but if we were to close below the 245.14 formation, 226.54 our next 3 to 5 day target, and that is once again takes us back to the very beginning here, this channel bottom on the weekly chart that held beautifully 5 weeks ago and can continue to do so through the rest of the year, and above which we have a 2 to 3 month target, not at 312.45, but at 329.29 that is accelerated to within 3 to 5 weeks if we close today above 279.53. 11 minutes, my goodness. That's all I've got for Tuesday's Tesla. Please check out wickedstocks.com. Check out that free trial. I'll be back tomorrow. You have a great day.